A listener asked me a brilliant question about her new rescue dog, and the answer is going to be useful to you whether you have a rescue or you've had your dog since they were a puppy. She said, what's the best command to use if he growls at someone? I just want to be prepared and make sure I handle it right. And wow, I love that. It tells me she's thoughtful, proactive, and trying to do what's best. But it also reveals something deeper. The idea that we can just switch off a growl or a bark or a lunge or even an excitable outburst with a simple cue. There's no command in the world that can, or rather should, turn it off. So if a cue or command isn't going to help you, what is? That's exactly what we're talking about today, because knowing what to do when they growl, bark or lunge is vital for keeping everyone safe. Hi, it's Katie, dog fanatic, coffee addict, and your guide to stress-free dog walks. If your dog pulls on the lead, barks, lunges, ignores your recall, or wants to say hello to everyone and everything, you're in the right place. There are such simple things you can do to make your dog calm down, listen to you, and behave like a superstar. Nothing will boost your confidence quicker so that you can enjoy relaxing walks with a dog you're proud of. Welcome to Stress-Free Dog Walks. Okay, so what a great question, right? Thank you to the listener who asked it. I think the fact that you're asking this question, what to do if my dog growls, means you're a thoughtful, proactive dog guardian. You're not waiting until something goes wrong, you're trying to get it right from the beginning. It's totally understandable and commendable that you want to be prepared, especially in those moments where you might be worried about other people's safety, or you just want to avoid unpleasant or embarrassing situations. And by the way, the question was in the context of the listener not knowing how her dog might act when meeting strangers for the first time because he's new to them. So I'll be answering both parts of this question: what to do if your dog growls, and what to do if you're not sure how your dog might respond to someone new, which is helpful as well if you're introducing your dog to a pet sitter or a friend, extended family, whatever it is. Let's start with the growl. A brilliant question like yours deserves a better answer than just use this command, because the most important thing to know is that when a dog growls, they're giving a warning. They feel threatened or worried or scared or unsure, had an emotional response to the person who approached them or put out their hand, and that caused the growl. It's an emotional response, and emotions can't be turned off on demand. There isn't a command we can give to instantly make a dog feel safe or relaxed. Emotions just don't work that way for dogs or for us. Imagine this: you've just walked into a room where you don't know anyone except the person you arrived with. You're anxious, on edge, and then a stranger starts making a beeline for you. The person you're with says, "Just relax." Did that work? Do you feel more relaxed because someone commanded you to be relaxed? Of course not, because being told to feel different doesn't make you feel different. It's the same for your dog. If they're growling, barking, lunging, freezing up, these are not problems, they're symptoms, a form of communication. It means I'm uncomfortable, please back off, I need space. Dogs react to create distance, and honestly, that's healthy. That's your dog saying, I'm trying my best to cope right now. The danger isn't the growl or the lunge, it's what happens if you ignore it or punish it or try to suppress it. And by suppress it, I mean telling them to stop it or be quiet. That's the command from the listener's original question. And the danger is this: when you punish, ignore, or suppress the warning signs like growling, barking, or lunging, you're not fixing the emotion underneath it. You're just removing the early alert system. And without that system, the next time they feel that same emotion, they might skip the warning entirely. Their reaction could be more intense, louder, messier, bitier. That's when bites happen out of nowhere. It's not out of nowhere. It's likely the result of an early warning sign being punished, ignored, or suppressed. So if a command won't cut it, what should we do instead? To answer that properly, let's go back to the original listener's question, which was in two parts, remember. What to do if your dog growls, and not knowing how they might respond to a stranger in the first place. Let's start there. You're unsure how your dog will respond to someone new, whether you have a new rescue dog and you'd like to introduce them to friends or extended family, or you've had your dog for years but now you need to introduce them to a new dog walker or a new pet sitter or a friend who'll be looking after them, whatever it is. First, here's what not to do. Don't test your dog. By that, I mean don't put them into a situation where you have no idea whether they'll cope or not. Inviting people over to your house or letting strangers just walk right up to you on walks, that's not a strategy. That's just holding your breath and hoping for the best. It will be nerve-wracking as hell. Don't put yourself through that. Don't put your dog through that. Even if it goes amazingly, it's just unnecessary stress that nobody needs. Instead, start with space, more than you think you need. Then let your dog observe the new person while you observe your dog. Know their signals. Signals are your early warnings. Stiffening, turning their head away, holding their breath, licking their lips, tense posture, tucked tail, or yawning. They're just some of the signs that they're not comfortable with this interaction. So often dog owners miss these signals, push their dogs too far, and then they're surprised and upset when they react. And it's very easily done because these signals can be very, very subtle. So in order to be able to spot them, you need to know your dog. And I'm not just talking to the owners of newly adopted rescues here. A lot of people can't read their dogs, or they're mistaking one thing for another, confusing anxiety for excitement as a common one. And so they unknowingly push their dogs into situations that they can't cope in. Decoding your dog is essential. It's the first pillar in our stress-free dog owners treatment plan. Get this wrong and you risk going off in the wrong direction and making the problem worse. By the way, a great place to start decoding your dog is with my dog walking diagnostic. It's a free 5-minute quiz that reveals your dog's unique walking style and the underlying reason why they might be pulling, barking, or not listening to you. Answer 15 quick questions and you'll get a free report with tailored advice you can start using straight away. The link is in the show notes. Okay, so don't rush introductions to new people. Monitor their body language and let them choose to engage when they're ready. You will never regret going too slow. But go too fast and you risk getting into an unpleasant situation that's horrible for everyone involved. You, your dog, and the other person. And you could create a setback that's harder to undo. I'll actually do a full episode just on introductions if you want. Okay, but let's say the moment happens, you misjudged it, it does happen, your dog growled, so what now? Calmly increase the distance between your dog and whoever it was that caused the growl, lunge, or bark. Gently move your dog away using a cue that you've already taught them. This way, with me, let's go. Something they already know. This is not the time for new training. Don't drag them away or panic, use your cue, get to a calmer spot. And don't worry, it's not the end of the world, it's just information. So let's gather the data. What just happened? Where were you? Who did they growl at? How close were they? What was your dog's body language before the growl? The answer to those questions is what your dog finds too much currently. For example, maybe you've invited a pet sitter over to your house to meet your dog and your dog growled at them when they reached out to say hello. You were in the kitchen, the pet sitter was leaning forward and your dog was cornered near the table. That's useful information. It tells you that your dog wasn't comfortable being approached in that context. Perhaps it was the person leaning over, perhaps it was because they were in a small space, or perhaps they just hadn't had time to get an understanding of this new person yet. That growl tells you, this is too close or too soon, and I don't feel comfortable. So from that incident, you know what to do next time. You change the setup. Meet outside, then come into the house together, ask the pet sitter not to approach, and instead allow your dog to come over when they're ready. Another scenario, you're out on a walk and you bump into your friend who your dog hasn't met before. You stop to chat and your friend comes closer, your dog gives a little growl. Your data, stranger, at 2 meters, direct approach, now you know. Next time you can keep a bit more distance and use that information to shape a longer term plan to help your dog. Controlled meetings at a distance paired with calm and reward. All right, if you take anything away from this episode, please let it be this. It's not about stopping the growl with a command, it's about learning what caused it, the emotion behind it, and helping your dog feel safe enough not to need it next time. And get to know your dog, their body language signals, and that usually means going slower with introductions than you think you need to. Because when your dog knows that you're listening, they learn that they don't have to shout to be heard. Not because you stopped the growl, but because you made it so it didn't need to happen in the first place. That's it for now. In the next episode, we're diving into the recovery plan, how to calm your dog after a meltdown so you can enjoy the rest of your walk in peace. If you found this episode helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you're listening on podcast, please leave a rating and review. This really helps get the advice into the hands of the dog owners who need it most. I'd love to hear how you implement what we discussed today. I'm Katie Guastapaglia, and you can connect with me on Instagram at Dogwood Adventure Play or inside Club Dogwood. You'll find show notes and any links I mentioned over at stressfreedogwalks.com. Remember, no one piece of advice will magically fix your dog. You'll get the best results when you combine what we talked about today with the low-stress Scentventure lifestyle. Advice and opinions are our own. I'm a dog training and behaviour specialist, but I may not be your dog training and behaviour specialist, so do your own research before implementing anything you hear on the show. And please share this episode with another dog owner who could use a dose of calm and confidence in their lives too. Sharing is the best way to make the world a better place for the dogs we love so much. Oh, wait. Before you go, I would love to send you a copy of my Calm Canine Blueprint completely free as a gift. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below, because it really helps other dog owners find the support that they need too. The blueprint is my 10-page plan where I'll give you the big picture of everything that's needed to create a calm, relaxed dog. So if you're wondering, yes, I would love to have a chill dog who listens to me, but where do I even start? Well, this is it. This is where you start. It also includes a soothing, calming audio track for you and your dog to listen to together. And so it's ideal for winding down after a stressful day, a difficult walk, or preparing your dog to switch off for the evening. When you're calm, your dog naturally mirrors your energy. It's one of our best audios, but I will unlock access for you for free, along with the entire blueprint. I know, crazy, I know. So just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below. Take a screenshot of your comment and then head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload it. And then I'll send you the Calm Canine Blueprint and audio track free. Again, head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload your screenshot and get access. Thanks so much for all your support, and I can't wait to hear how the show has helped you.